A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. As Jesus was walking on, he saw a man named Martha sitting by the customs house. And he said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. While he was at dinner in the house, it happened that a number of tax collectors and sinners came to sit at the table with Jesus and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why does your master eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When he heard this, he replied, "It is not the healthy who need the doctor, but the sick. Go and learn the meaning of the words. What I want is mercy, not sacrifice. And indeed, I did not come to call the virtuous, but sinners." The Gospel of the Lord. Today we celebrate the feast of Saint Matthew, the Evangelist and the Apostle of Christ. Saint Matthew, also called Levi, and he is known as the son of Alphaeus, comes from Capernaum. When we see the call of Saint Matthew, we can learn so many things. So as soon as Jesus saw Matthew at the tax booth, he called him, "Follow me." Then immediately he left the place, he left the job, and he followed him. There were so many people were there. Jesus has seen so many people as he was going to Capernaum. But Jesus called this particular person Matthew, the tax collector. What is the reason? There are so many reasons we can presume, we can suppose. So, according to the society, Matthew was known as a despised person because he was collecting tax. Mostly so many people, when they collect tax or some other things, they try to cheat. But Matthew has called this tax collector, who was known as a sinner in the eyes of the people, in the eyes of the society. So this is what we see, God's call even to the sinners. He loves the sinners. And why he is going to call Matthew the tax collectors? Because he wants to transform his life. God has created all the human beings in his image and likeness to share his divine life. But in the course of time, we go astray from God. We don't listen to God's command, and we become the sinners. So, Jesus wanted to save this sinner. He wanted to transform this sinner, and he wanted to make him an instrument to proclaim his message to the people, who can become an exemplary life to others. So this is what in the body of Jesus we find there are different kinds of disciples. So from the part of Matthew, what is most important is, although maybe he was a good or he was a bad person, but he left immediately his job and he followed Jesus. He did not follow money, he did not follow some other gods or goddesses, he did not follow somebody else. but he followed Jesus. So this is very, very important. So God has been calling each one of us. How do we respond? Whether do we give a positive response or negative response? He did not think about his life. Matthew did not think about his life. He took the risk, lot of risk, because he might have lost his job. He has lost everything almost, so to say. Following Jesus, what is going to get? He's going to get nothing. Jesus is not going to give any money. But he took risk to give up his things and to put his trust in Jesus. So this is what we need to learn from Matthew. Most of the time we think our money, the wealth, or the people, the children can give us security, safety. No. He found real security, safety in the life of Jesus. Therefore, he followed him. Follow me, Jesus said. That means don't follow anybody else. So when we follow Jesus, Jesus is walking ahead of us. He is going to face the dangers, the problems, the difficult times. So we are going after him. We are not going before him. We are not walking sideways, but we are going after him. That means our God is the leader, the good shepherd, one who is going to face the dangers in life first. Whereas the world leaders, they don't go for the war. Who are going for the war? The ordinary soldiers. But whereas Jesus is going ahead, he is going to face everything to protect us. So Jesus is going to protect each one of us in this Holy Mass. Wherever we are, Jesus is there. So let us try to follow Jesus. And Jesus said, I want mercy, not sacrifice. The religion of Jesus was what? He was a Jew. He was practicing Judaism, but we find in his life, he made a new religion called the religion of mercy. Not sacrifice, not rituals, not traditions, not customs, not rules, not regulations. So he found the religion of mercy and compassion. Today, let us check what type of religion do I follow. Whether do I follow the religion which is based on rituals, traditions, customs, rules, regulations? The religion I follow only inside the church, or the religion I have to follow the mercy, compassion to our brothers and sisters, those who are in need. And Jesus said, the physicians, the healthy doesn't need a doctor, but the sick. So this is what we need to always show our mercy, compassion, love, forgiveness to our brothers and sisters, those who are in need. Today, we need to experience God's presence in the lives of the people. This is what Mother Teresa of Calcutta saw Jesus in the lives of the poor, the destitute. She showed her mercy, compassion, love for the people. And because she learned from Jesus, learn from me, I am meek and humble of heart, Jesus said. So let us learn from Jesus. Jesus is the meek and humble of heart. And let us also learn from St. Matthew, who followed him, who trusted him, who had great faith in Jesus. Finally, St. Matthew also went and preached the message of Christ in Ethiopia area, and he was martyred. The tradition says he was martyred. Almost all the disciples were martyred. Today, as we celebrate his feast, let us pray to the Lord to receive the spirit of St. Matthew. And St. Matthew also wrote the gospel, which is placed in the New Testament in the first place, the gospel of St. Matthew. So this is what he contributed, following Jesus. As we have followed Jesus, let us also contribute like St. Matthew. May the good Lord bless us all in this Holy Mass.